Hey guys, sorry I'm late. It's my first day here at Sunday school. Welcome to my Sunday school. I'm Father James. I'm going to be your mentor for the next few weeks or months. Depends really. Now, I know that you'll be used to the word teacher being used instead of mentor. However, due to some misunderstandings in the Geneva Convention, I'm not legally allowed that title. If you ask me, they're all quite wordy. How is one to read through all of them? Anyway, where were we? I know another thing you're used to is being taught by Father Tom. However, he is currently undergoing a lengthy and expensive legal battle. Turns out someone here's a snitch. However, I saw him a few days ago at court, and it looks like it's all going swimmingly for the man. He's going to get what I like to call a political pardon, which means the Pope's going to pay off the family of the family. He's going to pay off the family, okay? Well, I've already nearly put my foot in it once, so let's go on with some history, okay? So what we're going to be starting with is we're going to be starting with the Romans, okay? So who can tell me anything about the Romans? Anyone? Is there anybody a little bit cuter? Okay, well the Romans killed Jesus, okay? That's not funny, everyone. The Romans killed Jesus, who is God's son. And God's our father, therefore making Jesus our brother. And Jesus is inside all of us. So it gets a little bit incesty, but we're not too worried about it. Anyway, what they did was, because they found out that he was God's son, they put him up on a big, big cross, and they nailed his hands and they put a really sharp thing on his head, and he died. But it's okay, don't be sad, class, because he died for our sins. So you know when you touch yourself at night, that's a sin. But it's not as bad because Jesus died for it. Don't look all flustered now. You act like you're alone, but you know I'm watching. Good tease. Detention at school. Anyway, where were we? And then Jesus was resurrected days later, and then disappeared again, and no one really knows because they didn't read that far into the Bible. Anyway. For me, that history is a little bit boring, you know. That's the main stuff. That's the Bible, in essence. Bit more homophobia than that, but, you know, I'm not legally allowed to talk about that either, due to my prior actions. But from now on, we're going to be talking a bit about my history. That's far more interesting. About how I, Father James, or Brother Muhammad, as I used to be known, was a servant to Allah. Okay. It takes me back to when I was a boy. I was born in Saudi Arabia, just like all of the other boys there. My life was surrounded by two things: prayer, and I played a game called Dodge the Missile Strike with the lads. Trust me, you didn't want to lose that. Now, when I was young, say about 13, 14, much older than you guys, but still young, okay? It was during prayer when Allah came down and said to me, stop singing at the front, please, guys. When Allah came down, he said to me, Muhammad. I'm going to separate you in a minute. He said, Muhammad, I want you to continue the message of me, Allah, and my one prophet from the self-same name as yourself, Muhammad. I said, Allah, I'll be glad to. From then on, I became part of a small group of freedom fighters. You might have heard of them, Al-Qaeda, small group. It's really much a town thing. Now, I know what a lot of you are thinking, because you know, we all watch CNN. No, I didn't bomb anybody, okay? Not for lack of trying, I just wasn't very good at it. Technically, I'm innocent, is what I tried to tell the International Court of Summons. But, again, completely beyond the point. Now, this takes me up to a few years ago, when I was on an excursion in Italy with various members of my friendship group, should we say. Our mission was to kill the Pope, the same Pope which we now worship, look up to, give our bodies to, some of us. Now, as you can tell, by the fact that the Pope is still alive, and the fact that I'm here, it didn't go too well. I was in fact captured by Italian special forces in the province. They put me in a dark hole, my friends. No windows, just food and water. Now, I know what you might be thinking. That doesn't sound too bad. Food and water. What more can a man ask for? However, as I could not see the sun, I could not pray towards Mecca. I could not pray towards Allah. I could not continue reliving the stories which the Prophet Muhammad told himself. Now, again, as I was in Italy, after being captured by special forces, there were a lot of Bibles around. And I still knew inside me that I needed to find religion. So that I did. I turned to the Bible. I started reading the messages of this God, the God which we will share today. And his son, his one prophet of sorts, Jesus. Okay? And it taught me a lot of lessons. Mainly that if you're a radical Christian, it's fine. But if you're a radical Muslim, you're in for a shock. Hold on! The bell doesn't dismiss you, I do. Now you can clap.